Hello, you guys, or as we say in New Jersey, you guyses. Hope you're keeping safe out there. I'm Amy. This is Art Conspiracy. Everybody in. Hey, I got a very important lesson today to share with you. If anyone who has worked with me, any of my students know this line, working yourself out of a jam is an opportunity for something good to happen. And I really mean this from the bottom of my heart. If you don't get yourself in trouble, you will miss so many opportunities to have something really interesting happen that you didn't even know could happen. And a lot of times it's all about just trying to fix something. And if I forget to tell you this, sometimes you go to correct something in a drawing and you do correct it, but you can see the correction, you can see something different happen. So take it and do it somewhere else. Do it like 3 places and no one will ever know. It'll just be absorbed into the drawing. But anyway, it's also what I call working through the ugly phase. And a lot of times in your art, you're halfway in, you get in there, and all of a sudden it's like, this is a mess. This is a hot mess. But you have to keep the faith. You have to keep the faith. I say, as long as there's breath in your body and your paper holds out, you can keep trying to fix something or work it out. And not only is correcting an opportunity to learn technique, it also really emboldens you. It makes you brave and not be afraid to make a mistake because you know you can get out of it most likely. So I'm in a little bit of trouble that I'm going to share with you today. And I would like to say I got myself in trouble on purpose, but I didn't. I just was working on this demo and I definitely need to fix some things. So I'm going to share it with you and hopefully give you the courage to do the same and to work through that ugly phase when you get there, to actually not even think of it as the ugly phase, but it's that point where you're like not sure it's going to work, but you gotta plow through. So let me get started and I'll show you what I'm going to do. Okay, so this is just straight watercolor, and I mean I'm very attached to these characters already. I'll tell you that much. But there's some things that happened that went a little sideways and things I need to fix. I like it that the man doesn't have a mouth, but I want to put white on his collar. This woman's head got a little too big. Grandma's got a big red Santa Claus nose, so I'm going to fix that. This kid looks a little scary. I also kind of lost her legs and some definition down here, so I want to work on that. And this kid, oh my gosh, talk about ugly phase. This kid is pretty scary looking. But I'm not worried at all. I'm going to be able to deal with all this. I'm going to use drawing tools rather than more watercolor, which I think is really fun. So I have markers and I have some white tools, and I'm just going to use the kitchen sink and see what I can do. So I'm going to get started. 2 seconds. Okay, so you definitely always want to have sort of a test area like up here. I actually have a big piece of paper taped to my desk, so I can write on there if I have to, but this paper has a little extra space. So I'm always testing, see, if that's the color that I want. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fix her head. I'm going to make Grandma a little bit more in shadow. Do you see that? And then her nose isn't going to look nearly as important because I'm making something else dark next to her, increasing the drama a little bit. There we go, Grandma. And this kid, oh, I'm scared of this kid. Okay, I'm just going to play with her. I want to tell you something. This kid actually was supposed to be sitting on Grandma's lap, but because of the watercolor, like blew up a little bit. So now I'm going to make her standing here. Plus her head is really big. So, you just feel free to change your mind as you go along. Okay, I'm going to make this guy a little bit darker too on his side. And now I'm going to correct her. I'm going to make her head quite a bit smaller. Do you see that new line? It cut right through her mouth. So then I'm going to camouflage my mistake. I'm going to say, where are the new eyes? Here's the new nose. So sometimes I draw the correction and then I will soften the old information. I'm using a Pitt pen. I'll put the materials in the description below. But check this out. Look, I just softened all the old features with my marker, except for that new mouth line, or excuse me, nose line. There we go. So now I can go in with a different tool and I can draw a new eye, a new eyebrow, and I totally made her head way smaller. Look at that. Magic. Very fun. Okay. And I often don't have the eyes match, so I made one eye with a little bit of gray marker, and now this one is lighter. That's in the light. There we go. Good. I like her face a lot better. I'm going to give her a little bit of lipstick. But I'm just playing, man. I'm just playing with this stuff. I refuse to give up on this. Okay. Oh, grandmom's nose, which I said was a little bit too red. So I'm just going to like, doop. There you go. I just lightened it up. And I'll do a scan of this too. And maybe you can see this close up. Okay. All right. Let's deal with this little girl. Oh my goodness. What am I going to do with her? Okay. I got a purple. Oh, I got a nice dark purple. I'm going to use that. Okay, so I'm going to make her, this is going to be her little shoulder now. And I'm just going to give her a little bit of form. Just turn this blob into her dress. A little bit. Okay, she's got her little arm. Maybe her arm's on grandmom's lap. Okay, that's good. And then I'll just indicate her legs. Still got to work on her face. But here she is. She's got these little legs going down. Maybe she's wearing little boots. Okay. Also, this little girl lost her legs. So I'm going to make her a little bit more substantial. There we go. Now we got two little kids. Okay, I definitely got to work on her face because her face is very scary. I take a thinner marker. I'm going to make her head a little bit smaller. Give her an ear. She's blondie. Give her a little collar. Here we go. Oh yeah, she's looking way better. She's looking way better. And here she is, her little hands up here on grandma's lap. Okay, good. And then I can give her some color too. I can put a little pink in her cheek, a little pink in her lips, a little pink in her legs. Kids have little pinky legs. Give her a little blush while I'm at it. Maybe make her curlers a little bit pinker. Uh-oh, I think my video froze. I hope it will catch up. Okay, working on this. Keeping the faith. I'm going to make these curlers too stand out a little bit more. So I'm going to pick a nice red marker. I'm going to go in with that. Give them a little three-dimensionality. There we go. Perfect. Better do the same for grandma. Just give it a little bit more definition. I love to play with just putting definition where I want it and letting the rest be just a suggestion. Really fun to decide how much information you need and how much you can get away with just leaving out. Here, grandma's got her eyes shut. She's falling asleep. This lady, she's all business. But look, I got her eyes in the right place, so I'm just making them little squiggles. Parting line of the lips. Oh, I put a smile on her face. That changed. Okay, this little girl, Needs some eye definition. Her eyes look a little scary under her nose. There we go. She's smiling too. Yeah, got little lips. Okay, this kid's giving me trouble. I'm just gonna keep playing until I have what I like. And I'm gonna use one of my favorite tools, whiteout. Gotta shake, 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 and then pick the tip off. Make sure it's flowing. And then look at this. I'm gonna just put his collar, paint that right on with my whiteout. Over that black. This whiteout's great too. Like over, for instance, this woman here, I can say I'm going to make this shoulder pop out a little bit in the light. So I just add that little white. And then when it dries, I can add color to that. There you go. Gave her a couple earring, a little earring action. Okay, I'm going to make her a little blondie. So I'm going to pooch out her curls a little bit. That's going to be her little hand. Drawing with my whiteout. Making some definition. Give her little white socks. How about that? And shoelaces. I know it might be hard to see these small details, but I'll put it in the, try to post it for you. Okay, let's see, collar. Good. I am having a ball. Okay, oh, I want some definition underneath of my little pink skirt. Not dark enough. Purple. There we go. Okay, now here is something else that's really great. You can use colored pencil on top of your dark marker or watercolor. So if you can see this, I'm making this more reddish right on top with a nice soft Prismacolor marker. Look at that. Oh, so much fun. So much fun. You take this yellow, I can increase the yellow of her hair. Let's say I'm going to give grandma a little bit of pink in her face. Anyway, I'm playing. Is this dry? That curler's dry? Yes, it is. And now I can come over it with pink. Look at that. Paint my white out. And also get rid of some of this white over here if I want to. Okay, and then this guy's not dry yet. This yellow. Well, I'm in a hurry. Okay, so that's her hand. I'll just make it pink like her leg. Pinky handness. Good enough. And the last thing I'm going to do before I let you go is I'm going to make this dress a little darker on this side. Just to really sort of bounce off this dark with everything else that's going on. And I'm making that shadow a little bit more pinky. Okay, I'm going to make it a little darker here and there. Good. And then I might make Mom's light a little orangey. Not quite dry. I don't want to keep you waiting. Okay, look at this guy. Little suggestion of a mouth. Good enough. Okay. Working through the ugly phase. I think I'm doing pretty good. Like not Blondie's hair. This is white. I'm making it more yellow. Good. She's way better than she was. She's adorable now. Maybe I'm gonna make her boots a little bit more gray here. There you go. Did that on top of the whiteout. Good. I'm happy. I mean, there's more I can do. But that's basically it. I'm working through the ugly phase. Grandma's still looking a little forlorn, but what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Anyway, here's the lesson. Don't give up. Don't give up. If it's not going good, let it dry, walk away, go get a cup of coffee, come back, bring out the big guns, see what you can do. Worst case scenario, you cut it up and make it into a collage. But you got to have fun and you got to learn from your mistakes. So you got to make mistakes. So get in there and leave comments for me because I know you have something to say about this. And I'll be talking to you. Okay. Artconspiracy.net. See you soon. Bye.